Hello, welcome to video tutorial 2 of the Asoka mini-DBQ project, which asks us the question, was Asoka a ruthless conqueror or enlightened ruler? And this will focus on the background essay, which is a secondary source, meaning that it was written after the fact. To begin, we will look at some vocabulary. So a chakra is a wheel or turning in Sanskrit. If you remember, that is the ancient language in India. Transformation, the process of changing appearance or personality. For example, a butterfly or caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. Missionaries, people who travel to other countries to spread religious ideas. Edicts, laws, or commands given by people with power. Legacy, something that comes from someone in the past. We are now going to look at the background essay and begin the document analysis. So you can find this in Lesson 1 folder. So you click on right here the background essay document analysis. Read and answer the questions. And you may read along with this video tutorial, or you can do it independently. I am on page 4 of the packet, and you can either be reading it in the packet, or you can also use like the highlight feature from the test within Schoology. So choose whichever option works best for you. So I'm going to begin reading it aloud. Background. Was Asoka a ruthless conqueror or enlightened ruler? The nation of India gained its independence from Great Britain in 1947. The Indian people were proud to regain self-rule, and like people of other nations, they wanted their own flag. They looked to their past, way back, over 2,000 years, to find a design that represents their culture and values. The symbol they chose was a wheel-shaped image called the Asoka chakra. Its 24 spokes stand for the hours of the day and the fact that life is ever-changing. The circular hub in the center represents the permanence of truth, the belief that while change is necessary, we must never lose touch with what is forever true. The chakra, pictured here, was named for Asoka, who ruled most of what later became India from 268 BCE until his death in 232 BCE. In many ways, he is the founding father of India. As a warrior, he conquered valuable territory that remains part of India today, and as a ruler, he introduced a form of government based in Buddhist spiritual belief that has been an important guide to the nation and even served as a model in other parts of the world. As prince of the Mauryan Empire, named after Chandragupta Maurya, Asoka's grandfather, Asoka reportedly led a lavish lifestyle, enjoying expensive horses and great feasts. But Asoka also had a serious side and was known to be very interested in nature and spiritual matters, which led to his study of Buddhism. Asoka became ruler of the Mauryan Empire when he was in his 30s, and within 10 years extended its territory by conquering the region of Kalinga on the southeast coast of India. After adding Kalinga to the Mauryan Empire, Asoka continued his spiritual transformation. He became a Buddhist and worked to spread the beliefs of the faith throughout the region, while still honoring the traditions of the Hindu majority in India. He sent missionaries to other lands and carved royal messages on numerous stone monuments that served as ancient era billboards across the empire, pictured here. These edicts were written on the pillars, boulders, and walls in different languages so that Ashoka's subjects could understand the principles that guided his rule. What you read up here, where Ashoka was still honoring the Hindu majority, that means that he was demonstrating religious tolerance, which you read about last week in 10.3. All right, next paragraph. The Mauryan Empire collapsed about 50 years after Ashoka's death, but his impact on India remained powerful. It became even stronger in the 19th century, when many of the edicts were rediscovered and translated by modern scholars. Ashoka's legacy has played a key role in India's fight for independence from British rule. To Indians then and now, Ashoka was a giant, a warrior, and a ruler beyond any in their history. There is not a question that Ashoka has helped to form India's sense of identity. The adoption of his symbol on the Indian flag 2,000 years after his death is evidence of that. But what about Ashoka's own identity? This DBQ, document-based question, investigates a man about whom we know relatively little, and what we do know is written mostly in stone. We know from Ashoka's own words that he was at times a troubled man. As he grew older, he apparently was haunted by some of his early deeds as an emperor. Like so many who have made a large impact on the world, this story has both its dark and light sides. Examine the documents that follow and do your best to answer the question, was Ashoka a ruthless conqueror or enlightened ruler? On the next page, we have the questions that remember that you'll be submitting on Schoology. The questions are, what year did Ashoka gain control of the Mauryan Empire? So that should be, hopefully, if you're following along, like underlining, you're highlighting, or even making notes, keywords, that's in the first column. What faith did Ashoka adopt during most of his time as ruler? And what caused Ashoka's edicts to become a focus of study in the past 150 years? You can find that in the middle part of the second column. Why can Ashoka's history be described as literally written in stone? And then we have some key definitions, which we went over at the start, and you can find again in the slide presentation. This concludes the background essay video tutorial. Remember that in order to submit your answers, you'll be doing that on Schoology, and it is embedded into the Lesson 1 folder. So you click on that. All right, good luck and have fun. Thank you.